people. I've just finished watching the 2019 German Grand Prix from Hockenheim, and I'm gonna give you my first impressions. So stick around and watch this video. Well, what a race that was, wasn't it? I mean, I'm going to put a disclaimer out there straight away because I'm bound to forget something. There was so much action, so please forgive me, because we had 14 finishes at the end. Some people finished in unexpected places, so if I do make a mistake, please forgive me, but correct me in the comments. I also need you to let me know in the comments below whether or not either Albon or Gasly are gonna get a penalty of any sort because they had coming together. I genuinely hope that it was that Alex Albon is gonna get a penalty because I would really like to see the Williams, either one of the Williams guys get a point, because they came so tantalizingly close to the points in this race that it's unbelievable. It's the first race where they genuinely finished on the lead lap. That is with both cars, and Robert Kubica finished in front of George Russell, I do believe, which I'm really proud for as well. But let me start from the beginning. So the race we had rain at the start of the race, and we had something really unusual, or at least something that I have not seen, where the formation lap went on for three laps, which I never seen before, but consequently the race was shortened by 3 laps. I mean, we ended up doing 64 laps instead of 67, but boy did we have some action in that race. I mean, it was hard to keep up for me, you know, as well as some of you guys, I dare to say. I mean, we had massive amount of crashes and people going off the road, having to take gambles between going on inters and full wets and all that. I mean, you know, but the unluckiest driver has to go to Nico Hülkenberg, because he was in second position at one stage of the race, and he was looking at a podium position, which would have been his first podium in 167 Grand Prix, Formula 1 Grand Prix starts, and I was so rooting for him to get it that I was mega disappointed. But on that performance alone, I think he deserves a contract extension because I think that was absolutely epic. The McLarens had a so-so race because Lando Norris was crashed out as well pretty early on, and whereas Carlos Sainz finished 5th in that race, so that was his best career finish, I do believe. So some solid points for them. I mean, at one point he was fighting for the podium, but there was so many people in for the win, fighting for the win and the podium that I couldn't keep up with it all. But in the end, Sainz got 5th position, but the master stroke of the race was done by Lance Stroll, who pitted for slick tires, and he finished a career best 4th place. He was on for a podium right till the end, right till the last laps of the race, but unfortunately he couldn't keep Vettel behind him, so Vettel took it. Vettel took 2nd ahead of Max Verstappen and Daniel Kvyat. So it was Max Verstappen, Vettel and Daniel Kvyat, and Gasly lost it, as I said, with that incident with Alex Albon. But if I was Red Bull, I would promote Daniel Kvyat back to the Red Bull Racing ASAP, because he drove a phenomenal race this time round. I mean, it was absolutely epic and fully deserved his 3rd podium of his career. I couldn't believe it. I was really happy for him, and I was so hoping that there was gonna be an incident between some other league cars, because the Williams were both in the points at some points of the race. I mean, that would have been absolutely epic, and they're definitely making progress. But you do realize that I've not yet talked about the Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas. The reason for that is because they had a disastrous race by their standards. I mean, Lewis Hamilton had more excursions in this race than he had all season long. I mean, he finished stone dead last, even behind the Williamses, I do believe, which must have been pretty embarrassing. And he has got he was under investigation twice. Once for not entering the pits correctly, and another one, I can't remember which one that was. Do let me know in the comments below. But he had quite a scrappy race, and as I said, I do feel sorry for Nico Hülkenberg, because he should have and could have had a podium this time round, but then he lost it like so many others did. And also Leclerc, he lost it as well. I mean, he could have won that race. He must be kicking himself, because it was his fault, and everything was going so well, and then he just drops it on the last on the last corner of the track. I mean, quite early on. But what do you guys thought about it? I mean, do you think it was driver error, or let me know in the comments below. Anyway, it was fully deserved by Max Verstappen, and the criticism that Mattia Binotto leveled at Sebastian Vettel yesterday, where he questioned his driving, was totally unfounded, based on today's performance, because he started in 20th position and fought all the way to second. I mean, that was just phenomenal. I mean, yes, we did have quite a lot of people dropping off, but still, you know, to finish a race first, you've got to finish, you know what I mean? So I reckon it has silenced Binotto. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Do you think the comments were justified yesterday? And then the last thing I've got to mention is, I mean, what happened to Valtteri Bottas? Do you think his days at Mercedes are numbered, given the fact that he crashed out of second place, right at the end of the race, close to the end of the race? I mean, Toto Wolff is another one who has questioned Valtteri Bottas' driving style. I mean, here's a conspiracy theory for you. Do you think Toto Wolff wants, or has to find a reason to get rid of Valtteri Bottas, because he has promised Esteban Ocon a seat in alongside Lewis Hamilton next season? Or do you think I'm way off the mark? Do let me know in the comments below. Anyway, what do you guys think about the race? I mean, let me know, and keep it clean. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And the very final thing I would want to say is, I mean, it's an absolute travesty that it seems to be the final German Grand Prix at Hockenheim for the foreseeable future, because I mean, this race was absolutely epic, and I think Liberty Media are making an absolute devastating error in dropping it from the calendar. I mean, I don't know what they're smoking, but as far as I'm concerned, I would much rather get rid of Baku, which is not really exciting, and keep a race in Hockenheim, because that's the second most successful and longest racetrack behind Silverstone that has participated in Formula One, I do believe, and I think Michael Schumacher would absolutely be devastated, and I think he wouldn't be happy with the fact that Liberty Media are just dropping it from the calendar. But anyway, this is just what I think. Let's discuss it. Keep it clean, and I'll see you later, guys. Bye.